How's it going, guys? This is CT, and this is my Kentucky Wildcats at the Florida Gators 2014 preview. And both teams coming into this game undefeated. Kentucky at 2-0, Florida at 1-0 after that Idaho game got canceled. Let's talk about that real quick. Could that possibly have a effect on this game in any way? I don't think so. I think it's going to equal out because uh, Kentucky has one game to watch film on of Florida, while Florida has only one game of experience this year. So I don't think that really benefits or hurts anyone in any way. But I think one of the key things of this to look at in this game is Patrick Towles with his first road start in the SEC in the swamp at night. Then that's really tough against this defense of Florida's. Very difficult. Kentucky's a lot better this year. I don't think anyone can question that. Their offenses look really explosive in the first few games. Their running backs are really fast. Their offensive line looks better, opening up big holes for the running backs. Receivers like Ryan Timmons are catching the ball and making athletic plays. Same with the secondary with AJ Stamps, that one-hand snag he had in Week 1, really impressive. And they're a much improved team, and Mark Stoops has that program going in the right direction, no question about it. But I think they're 1 year too late for this game. If this team was playing Florida last year, it may be a different story, but I look for Florida to take care of business here. I think it'll be close for, somewhat close, like within a couple touchdowns for the first 3.5 quarters, and Florida will pull away and win and cover the spread. I think if you're a betting guy, um, I think the spread's 17. I look for them to win by maybe like 20, 24 points. But but yeah, I think Florida will have a lot of success running the ball with Kelvin Taylor, Matt Jones, those really talented, speedy backs. I think is the new offense Kurt Roper's instilled will really benefit them, especially for this game. Although Kentucky's defense has looked good, and they have some guys on the defensive line, one of the best defensive end tandems in the country with Zadarius Smith and Bud Dupree, both very talented guys who I imagine will be playing in the NFL very soon. And you don't really see that with Kentucky on the defensive line, but they got it. They really do. And you know, uh, I'm interested to see if Patrick Towles will throw Vernon Hargraves away in this game because if he's smart, I'd be I'd be very careful with that because uh, he's looked good. He's looked really good running the ball actually. He's a lot more mobility than I thought he did, but he's thrown some iffy passes a few, especially against Ohio, and you better be very careful against that. And they better have they better be communicating properly. Patrick Towles better with the receivers because it's going to be very loud in that stadium, and these DBs for Florida are going to be licking their chops to get some picks and some turnovers and whatnot. But yeah, I looked for this game to be close for a while and then Florida to pull away. I'll go Florida 42, Kentucky 20. And that's really about all I can think of. I think I pretty much covered everything that I can think of. Yeah, I think that's about it. Um, look for this. Look for Kentucky to hang around for a little bit though. They may kind of fool you for the first couple quarters or so, and think that they may actually have a chance. UK fans, you know how many times Kentucky will come into this game undefeated, and they have everyone believing that this is going to be a really good team, and then they lay an egg against Florida, and Kentucky does not have a oh yeah, it's 27 game winning streak, by the way, if I didn't mention that already. Biggest in the country, I'm pretty sure. Kentucky is just notorious for playing poorly against Florida. I mean, and they've had their chances. I mean, Florida hasn't been a top 10 team every single year. Uh, but it seems like when Kentucky was at their high point from like 2006 to 2009, going, winning bowl games every year. They were in the top 25 a few times, top 10 at one point actually. Yeah, people I don't think remember that. People always try to tell me that Kentucky's always been horrible. They've never ever been even decent at all. That's not true. Kentucky has had some solid teams. That 2007 team, that offense was phenomenal. Absolutely loaded with receivers and weapons. And a lot of teams, just about everyone, had a lot of trouble stopping that offense. But that's irrelevant now. Uh, when this streak will end is really hard to predict because now that Kentucky's getting better, seems like Florida's getting better. Last year would have been their chance. If they would have fired Joker Phillips 1 year earlier and hired Stoops a year earlier, they could have ended that streak last year. But they didn't, and who knows when it will end. And yeah, I got Florida 42, Kentucky 20. Thank you all for watching as always, and y'all take it easy.